Hey guys, how's it going? This is Alex of Coyote Star Astrology, and this is my forecast for the week of January 28th, 2019. Just after our very unpredictable and interesting lunar eclipse in Leo, which of course was square to Uranus. Whenever we have a square to Uranus, this can usher in very unpredictable events and alien, uncharted territory. If I had a title to this video, I think I'm going to make it Uncharted Territory. Eclipses to me feel like chapters in our life story. So they always shake things up, and they're usually they bring in some kind of a shift. But then when we have it also squared to Uranus, this planet of revolution and change, and as an astrologer, it's really hard to predict anything involving Uranus because it's unpredictable by nature. So our path may have changed. It can also feel like being given a script that you don't know the lines to. Or being shown a path that you weren't expecting, and like you don't have the tools yet to exactly know how to navigate said journey or path, so it can become a kind of fake it till you make it scenario. This can come with a lot of excitement or a lot of fear, depending on what else we have going on in our chart at the time. But Aquarius is the mad scientist of the zodiac. It's the inventor. So we're definitely being called to become inventors in our life and come up with new ways of showing up in our lives. So I didn't do a video last week, but we have Mercury in Aquarius now. And it's going to come in and conjoin the sun on Tuesday, the 29th, which is really beautiful because this puts our mind in a more inventive state, and we can receive insights from out of the blue that can help us navigate where we're at. So that's a really beautiful transit that we have coming in this week to kind of nicely assist in some of this energy that we have going on. And Aquarius, it's the future. So this is looking very far into the future as a collective human race, as well as our own future on the microcosmic level. A lot of this has to do with our friendships, the individuals that we are co-weaving with on this life journey and during this life experience. So we might be forming new friendships, reaching out to new relationships. And on that note, I want to talk about the beautiful musical accompaniment that I have during this video. I've teamed up in collaboration with the incredible, they're one of my absolute favorites. They're called Ascendant. I'm going to put their link in the description box below. I'll put the tracks that I have in this video in their order. Myself and the Psi electronic group Ascendant have co-collaborated through our mutual love of astrology and expansion of the mind and spiritual exploration. We've combined those passions, and they've been kind enough to let me use their music in my video. So I hope you're enjoying that, and I really urge you to check them out. I can't get enough. I listen to them pretty much constantly, particularly when I'm in a creative flow. Psi ambient, Psi electronic has always been my favorite music for that reason. So if you're not familiar, do check them out. And thank you so much to Ascendant for allowing me to use your beautiful creation in collaboration with mine. So yeah, I think that on the higher levels of that eclipse, there was this element, because it was in Leo, which is about creativity, and it was in opposition to the sun and Uranus. There can be this element of coming together in new ways with other people, with the shared goal of exploring new ways of collaborating and sharing ideas and projects, etc. So that can be happening as well. We also have Jupiter conjunct Venus still this week. They're coming out of their tight conjunction, but they're still very close together, and we'll have the moon conjunct that midweek. So Sag is the traveler explorer of the zodiac, and then we have Aquarius, which is the inventor. So you can see how when we have those two elements together, we are being asked to expand and explore and possibly travel into entirely new territory. And the thing to remember about those two signs as well is that they are at the top of the zodiac. This is higher mind. This is really deep spiritual work. This is not shallow. This is not surface level. This is not logical. This is intuitive. And incredibly expansive. We have Saturn sextile Neptune this week, which I'm really excited about that transit, because Saturn is normally kind of like not the guy you're super excited to work with, right? Particularly, say you go through the transit, and my condolences to anyone who's going through this transit right now, because I just got out of it and it was really hard. But if you have Saturn conjunct your Neptune, for example, Neptune being your dreams, Saturn kind of sits like a boulder and crushes your dreams while it transits your Neptune. And when the transit's over, generally you've ironed out the details because you had to, and then you can go on to create your vision because you've done all the work that you needed to do. Saturn conjunct Neptune is kind of like you want to build your dream house, but then Saturn comes in and says, nope, sorry, you need this permit and you need to check with this person before you do that, and you can't start at all because you don't have the money. It's like not super fun. But then you get all those details ironed out, and then you can go on to do it. But we have Saturn sextiling Neptune. So a sextile is a harmonious transit. So we have Saturn working in harmony in a very realistic way towards our creative visions and our dreams. So that's like having, the dean of your school give you a grant because he or she believes in your potential. It's a higher authority figure encouraging you towards your goals rather than stopping you from them. And then we also have Mars square Pluto this week, coming off of its square to Saturn, which was a difficult transit last week because Mars in Aries wants to go, 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 but it was in square to Saturn, so there's been something stopping us from fully bursting out. So I think that this week when Mars comes into square Pluto, a lot of that, which I'm not going to lie, it can be really intense because we're dealing with Pluto. But that transit, I think, is going to help us push through those restrictions in order to get the ball rolling and complete some of these really, really gnarly, deeper transformative processes that are trying to carry through and take place. So I think once again, I'm just going to return to uncharted territory because that's really what we're looking at when we're looking at all of this Aquarius, and when we have Sagittarius encouraging us to explore new horizons. None of us know what the hell we're doing right now. I mean, the world at large doesn't know what it's doing right now, and anyone that says that they do isn't being truthful, because we've never seen this before. And yes, the old system is being torn down. I mean, we had a freaking government shutdown last week. The patriarchy is dissolving, but then it's like, okay, then what? You know, what the hell are we going to do? You know, we have to rebuild. And a huge part of that is community, Aquarius. So, beautiful time to embrace not having the answers, but tapping into our higher intuition, Sagittarius and Aquarius, and our ability to experiment and try new things and form connections with other members of our community and our tribe that are on the same page and share the same vision and are approaching things in a way that resonates with our life path, and really not a whole lot of time to waste energy on connections, endeavors, or interests that are not in alignment with that anymore. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Really great time to get a reading. I actually got a reading today. It's been a while since I got a formal reading, and it was so helpful. We went 3 hours because I'm dealing with stuff I've never dealt with before, and having to show up in ways that I've never had to show up before. And it was incredible. So if you guys are looking for some similar guidance and you're resonating with my videos, I would love to connect with you. And again, my information, as always, will be down below. Yeah, be brave, guys, and have fun exploring. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and a share. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week.